Hell's yeah.
It's Nerd Christmas.
It is Nerd Christmas.
It is Nerd Christmas.
And
Xboxmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a Sony New Year.
you know what?
And that's
First
it,
off, folks.
Speaking of Sony, I'm over console wars. I'm over all console war conversations.
Oh, it's so aggravating.
It's so dog shit. That's so dog shit, dude.
I was streaming this morning, and I actually had people in the stream for once, and it was I got rated, and somehow we got on console wars, and I was just like, dude, just like whatever the fuck you like, dude. Who cares? Like, I'm too grown to care about what controller's in your hand. Just play the games you like on the console you like, and fuck off. You know,
and buy the console that your friends are on, and shut up.
Yeah,
but PlayStation sold more, okay? But they sold more consoles. Come on now, guys.
It's literally as relevant as the
It
Android
definitely
Apple war. Like, who gives a fuck, dude? Have whatever phone you fucking want to have, bro.
It's the fucking worst, bro. It's the fucking worst.
It's the bro show.
And it's even worse that, like, not only do they exist, but they don't exist in like a jab you in the ribs fun, like, they exist in like a fuck you, I'm better. Right. And it's so aggressive
and you're stupid
for no
for your
fucking
decision.
reason. It's so dumb.
Yeah. And you're stupid for your decision. Right?
The times I hear it, it's like PlayStation's like, fuck that. I'm only gonna play PlayStation. I'm like, I picked Xbox because of their exclusives and stuff. Like, I'm not just like being fully one-sided just for the reason of like, oh no, I just never buy an Xbox. Like, I'm just like, no, I got my friends, I got my exclusives that I play, and like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna get aggressive with you.
Yeah.
I don't need to fight you on
Here's
this.
what happens when you get over. I don't know where are me and tech at that you guys aren't yet. Let's say 35 for the sake of easy math, right? Once you get over 35, you're probably already there, to be honest. But you guys are mature, so you get over a certain age and you say, "Fuck it, I'm a video gamer. I'm going to buy one or all and play the games I want to play. I don't care what system they're on." And you're not going to go on the internet and complain about it. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It must be frustrating on the industry side to see games made exclusive for one or the other, just to see people fucking fight each other over it. But
that's my favorite thing on Twitter right now is seeing game devs being like, console wars are fucking stupid. Shut up.
Right.
And it's not just the small guys. It's like the lead director at Battlefield or whatever.
The homie was talking about teraflops. Like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. You know, like, seriously, shut the fuck up. I want to see them use their teraflops. I want to see you shut the fuck up, because that's dumb.
If you got 20 pairs of shoes and you don't have both consoles, you might be an idiot.
Oh, that's mean. That's very
Jesus.
mean.
No, but I mean, come on, what are we fighting for here? Like, why are you arguing? Just buy another one and stop. Just play what you want to play. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. That was very specific. I was like, oh, man.
I mean, if you flush with cash and you call yourself grown, then why are you picking a side? Who are you? What are you? What do you play? What are you? You want to go pro Madden, don't you? Like, who are you? Like, are you Call of Duty?
I'm a pro COD player.
That's a whole nother conversation I have with people who think they're better than they are in gaming, but that's just my own pet peeve.
Yeah,
everyone sees these wonderful streamers who get paid a lot of money and live a glamorous life, and they think they can do that. It's weird.
Well, it's not also just that. It's not just being good. It's being good on screen. It's being good on camera.
Oh yeah,
sure.
You saw Jack Black. Jack Black was pretending to start a gaming channel. Was it? I forgot what that was called. But anyway, he was teasing it just before COVID. So he just kept saying, like, next week, more games. Next week, I'll play a game. Next week, I'll play a game. So he kept going to arcades with his kids or doing stuff around the house. He was never playing it. But he finally played a game, and it was this.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just, Jack Black, probably one of the greatest, entertainers of our generation.
Oh, that's a stretch, but go ahead.
Can't do two things at once.
How would he not, dude? He's in movies with The Rock, and he's a musician and a stage performer.
You just gave him the greatest entertainer of our time.
One of.
He did say one of.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Jack Black's like Nickelback. Everybody knows him. Everyone's seen one of his movies, and everybody can quote one of his lines and imitate his voice.
I cannot
That's
give you
fame.
a single Nickelback lyric.
Bullshit. Look at this photograph. You share that me
Oh,
motherfucking
that-
time.
yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
So one.
so you know,
One. That's all I said. That's all.
That's all
it takes.
you said.
That's all, that's all I said.
Look
Off
at this
camera.
graph.
off camera, I told you guys a story about a Funko I flipped today. I really have never heard a My Chemical Romance song a day in my life. I have no idea who they are. Like literally no idea.
Heard the
Black
name.
Parade. Black Parade's good.
I just knew it was going to be expensive. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Also, the lead singer of My Chemical Romance wrote Umbrella Academy. So
Is that Jared Way?
yes.
That's what Pop It was. That's the only reason I knew that.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I did know that fact, and I do love Umbrella Academy.
Yep. Yep.
So, when was Sony's last state of play?
Well, they did the Horizon Zero Dawn State of Play last month.
Which is dope.
Or maybe it was the
Games
beginning of this month.
game
June
looks
is a
gorgeous.
blur. The game looks too good.
Hey, real talk. I think Sony's exclusives do have more impact, though. I think they have bigger punch. I think.
Yeah, they're all
Microsoft's-
single player.
I feel like
Microsoft's banging with the indies, but
I feel like Sony has mixed exclusive that makes you want to buy the console, and like I don't
Yeah.
necessarily can say look, I've always going to buy the Xbox console, but I can never say like there's one specific reason I gotta have it. But I bought a PS4 because of one of their exclusives, you know.
sure.
Mhm.
I let the PS4 games stack up, but eventually, once it got to be too many, that's when I bought one. You know, I needed to play God of War, Horizon, Spider-Man. I think that's all I needed actually. Oh, and Uncharted 4, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I got enough. Now it's worth it.
I just don't
Yeah,
feel
but
like
it's also. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I just don't feel like I have a reason right now, like an exclusive right now that makes me want to have to go buy a PS5. Like I don't feel that pressure.
Yeah.
To buy
Not at the
a
moment,
PS5
not yet.
right now.
Not yet.
Nope. There's rumors that we're getting Horizon Zero Dawn on PS4.
Yeah.
Deathloop's
well.
gonna be on PC. So
Oh, I'll wait.
that's dope.
Yeah. Just
And
keep waiting.
then God of War is probably gonna end up on PC because PlayStation's realizing that like if we sell our stuff on PC too, we make like more
if
money.
we sell things in more than one place, we make more money. How strange.
I will forever love the flex that MLB played on PlayStation though, publishing it on Xbox and then doing Game Pass. It's incredible.
That's kind of that's a hard thing to beat. I feel like Game Pass is like
Yeah.
a game changer.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's so hard to when you rank pros and cons of a console. It's so hard to for that not to tip the scales.
Yep, it is. And when you can have a whole conference that's 27 out of the 30 titles you show are going to be day and date on Game Pass.
Hmm
Like there's
Wow.
literally nothing in that show that you could not literally, sorry, almost nothing in that show you could get excited about and not like just get it for free with your subscription.
Right?
did that
How much
last
is
year,
it?
too.
Wow.
Like $10 a month.
$10 a month.
It's $120 a year, dude. Like that's 2 games. But like, look how much like you get out of that. You know what I mean? Like
You're getting a major like Xbox Studios game once a month for the next 6 months.
that's
Some shit
insane.
like that.
Yeah.
But you don't own it, guys. I'm just kidding. Going back
What
to
do
the
you
console
do?
wars.
What do you do when the power grid fails and the world's coming to an end and you don't have your games?
Fight the zombies that
Right.
are real now.
I'm actually outside doing shit. Survive.
Life's a video game now
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
with permadeath, bitch.
So we saw was it 3, 4, 5 days scattered across multiple shows, some more comical than others, some with bigger.
How many
reveals than
shows
others.
did everybody here watch?
I feel like I've seen like all but a couple.
Yeah, I've seen basically all of them.
Yeah, I think I missed. No, I feel like I watched most of them.
Good for you guys. I did not.
I played outside.
But you guys are both here for
built
Xbox
a-
and Square
built a fort.
Enix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are both here for Xbox, Square Enix, and then Back for Blood. You guys watched a little bit of that.
I did.
Well, I stuck around for the PC Game Show and the Future Game Show. which
Yeah,
is
Ryan
just,
and you took off. Did you guys watch Future Games? You guys took off for Future.
Yeah, no, I watched it.
I was,
Oh, we
I was
might
gone.
have left halfway through.
Yeah.
It's just it was just indie game after indie game.
So what? So outside of the stuff that you know I've seen, what are the big things that I didn't see?
Dude, I'm struggling. To be honest.
Day of the Devs had a really dope jazz, like not jazz, sorry, like blues, like 60s era blues road trip game that had like a rhythm music making element that looked fucking great and had like a really sick art style that was very like penciled. I cannot remember what that game's called. I want to say Daydreamer, but no. Day of the Devs also showed off Death's Door, but that also showed up at the Xbox show. And of course, we saw Elden Ring, which like I'm excited about. I probably won't play immediately, but that came up at the Summer Games Fest show on Thursday evening or afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
That's the new.
Well, if you guys, I gave us a list of everything that's coming out the rest of the year.
Shit.
I feel like that would be a better reminder of the things we saw and didn't see, because I kind of want to ask what you guys love the most, and then what you're like kind of the most disappointed in, or like.
Can we start with disappointments?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Kind of started this show on disappointment anyway.
I'm disappointed in Halo. Not only am I disappointed in their presentation, but in the overall feel of what we're about to get. I feel very reminiscent of how I felt with Cyberpunk 2077.
Which is weird because you went into that with all your expectations at like low, and you went in loving it.
Oh yeah, it was a very personal
And
experience.
like the rest
for
of us
me.
were like, "Are you kidding? This looks insane!" And you're just trying to like rock the opposite, you know?
I was with Cyberpunk. I was more worried about the promotion that it was getting and how much hype it was getting.
Yeah.
And then I honestly, it panned out the way I kind of thought it would. Where it wasn't a successful game. And in terms of popular opinion, probably because of the hype.
It made billions of dollars, but it got taken off the PlayStation Store, so that's kind of
yeah. So like it might be a financial gain no matter what, because they were so hyped up, but we also don't know how much money they spent on marketing. We don't know, like they spent a lot of money on a lot of things that were outside the game. So
how much money they've spent on fixing it.
Yeah, a lot of money on fixing it. So we don't know if they're actually got into the hole or not on it. But popular opinion that it's trash. Like everyone that's kind of a popular opinion. I just feel like with Halo, when I see what they show us, it's not enough for me to get excited. And then you're just showing me nicer past things. You know what I'm saying? Like nicer versions of a past game, which at 20 years later, I don't really give a shit about.
To me, it doesn't even look that much nicer. I was watching all the footage again today. It doesn't look like Battlefield, doesn't look like Uncharted, doesn't look like Horizon, doesn't look cutting edge.
It doesn't look like 2021. Like it doesn't look like now. No. And like it doesn't have to look like super realistic. It needs to look different and better.
I will say, okay, Battlefield I think is the exception because their multiplayer looks fucking insane, right? And the fidelity is always incredible. I will say all we've seen is multiplayer, except for that CG scene where Chief is climbing through 0G. So we haven't actually seen any campaign gameplay.
But wasn't that
always going to look better than
we saw last year when he was landing on the field and they're talking about the sun rays? Wasn't that campaign? That wasn't multiplayer.
You're right, but that was also an old build. So I feel like we haven't seen what the game can really represent, which is scary.
Which is their fault. At
this point in their timeline, this close to release, we didn't. What I wanted was the show to start black with the Halo theme song, and then a warthog rolling out from stage left, right, and going, "Welcome to whatever they call the new Halo, right?
Yeah,
Nexus Halo or something, Zeta Halo."
You want something realistic, someone getting shot for real or something,
Yeah, and then they just start driving, and then it's the developer commentary is like, "This is Zeta Halo."
A real plasma grenade.
Yeah, but they start walking us through the features, like a full fucking breakdown, because I think that's what people wanted. And instead, we got some kind of tepid trailers, and the story the story reveal about Cortana was great. It definitely got me in the feels, but like for the most part, I'm confused. I'm really confused. I'm ultra excited about Battlefield. We'll get on that later, I'm sure. But like, I'm confused about Halo, and that sucks.
Yeah, I feel like I'm have realistic expectations of how I'm going to feel about the game, but maybe they give us more upcoming. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think everyone at this point is like, that's not enough.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anybody else disappointed about anything overwhelming, like jumping out at you? Like,
Ubisoft didn't really talk about anything.
No. Well, they big feature on Riders Republic.
Yeah, but that's just Steep Summer Edition, and I'm not worried about
harsh.
that game being fun. No. Steep is fun. I like Steep a lot. But Riders Republic, Riders Republic is built in Steep's engine.
I get it.
It uses Steep's event-based system. It's just in the desert. It's Steep Summer Edition. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Like, that game needs to have more sports added to it, and it's going to be dope.
It's just how
But
you
I
phrase it.
wasn't.
You say it's just. It feels like good little.
I mean, it's not that different,
Looks like it's a
is
me.
it?
Yeah, I think those elements are.
Bicycles, motorcycles, but you still got snowboards. You still got wingsuits. You still got jetpacks. You still got paragliding. They added like 3 vehicles.
It looks pretty different to me.
Hey, it's not snow.
I think it looks pretty different, and they have like team-based trick exercises, and they have the mass ride now where it's like 100 people at once. Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm very
No,
excited.
I
Nothing about
wasn't-
that game is it's just to me. It looks like a great like follow-up.
Yeah, I just wasn't like expecting that to wow me, and what I got is what I expected.
I'll
'Cause it
agree to
was-
that.
They
I'll agree
showed
to
us
that.
what they showed us last year, right? It was like there's gonna be big group rides. We already knew that.
That's how it started the last trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
what's the name of
so,
this game?
Riders Republic.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks dope. It'll be a lot of fun. But I wanted Ubisoft to talk
Yeah.
about
Ubisoft.
anything that we didn't know about,
Yep.
and they didn't really announce anything. So we still have no idea
So,
what Skull
they
and Bones
announced
is
a
doing.
new, they announced a new Rabbids Mario adventure.
Yep, the first game was very good, and a lot of people really liked it. Mario and Rabbids doing XCOM shit in the first one, and this one looks like it's a little different, but
Who's-
also with
Who's
that
Dying Light? Who's publishing that?
Techland. They are. It's them. Techland went public. They're their own publisher.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ryan has one big disappointment.
Yes,
For
a
sure.
huge one. And
It's so weird.
and I was double checking all my facts before I fucking went into this rant. So
Oh shit.
So I'm going through and looking at all the Forza shit, and the fact that it is in Mexico just befuddles me. Using big words, motherfucker. I don't ever use big
Here's
words.
your quarter, motherfucker. Good job. I'm proud of you. Go buy yourself a fucking candy bar.
So I've been doing research on like what countries have the best car culture. And so there's a guy named Phil Tromans, and he's been a journalist since 2001
I like
that
this.
has traveled
I like
that's
what you're doing
traveled
right now.
that's traveled the world since 2001 and writing about cars
Mhm.
and seeing all of this stuff. His list of the top ones are the very first one, and he says obviously is Japan. Then it goes United States, the UK, Australia, UAE, which is
United Arab Emirates. So yeah, like
yeah,
Dubai and
Dubai.
shit. Yeah.
right. Germany and Italy. Mexico ain't on this list, and this guy's been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, this feels okay. This feels, guys,
Boy.
with inclusion of the pinatas in the fucking trailer. This feels a little Fire Festival. This feels a little
What the fuck?
exploitative. This feels a little. Here's this really, really poor, fucked up country. We're all going to take our $1 billion sports cars through it, ignore the fact that it's riddled with crime, and just have a great old time.
Okay, there's
Yes.
many parts
That
to Mexico.
Oh boy.
So like,
I love
it's
Mexico.
Not,
It's
it's not
beautiful.
all
It's
for
really weird. It's really weird
crime-ridden.
having Mexico just like bad coming out of people. That's not.
That's not.
Well,
I didn't
that's
say
not what
that.
Mexican is about. Mexico's
That's
about.
what I said.
Like, yeah, they have bad areas, just like every other country. So it's not, maybe they
So-
do. Maybe they do need, just because of that comment you just made, Ben. Maybe they do need the game there so people can lighten the fuck up about Mexico and not realize that it's not a shithole like you think it is because you've TV and movies. Maybe.
Also, let's look at the
They
let's
can't
look
put
at the
an ad out
history.
that says,
Hold on a
"Do
minute.
some
Tech-
research on Mexico."
You've got some crazy stories about your traveling there
Yeah, but nothing crazy happened to me.
because you were on like
I've gone
Protected
to,
ground.
I've gone to the city before. I haven't gone to Mexico
Protected
City,
ground.
but I've gone to Playa del Carmen, which is like away from the resort. I've gone to places outside of the resort. I mean, I wouldn't fucking hang out at nighttime there, but that's just because I'm not from there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you drive your Bucati through there. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, if I had one, I would not, but still. But still. No, but there's
Okay,
many.
so let me. I hate to be the guy I just sounded like. I realize Mexico is a beautiful country, with probably the majority of it being beautiful and safe and friendly. and full of amazing, beautiful culture, and
Ups and
scenes,
downs, just like everywhere else.
Right. I get it. Let me retcon myself. However, I will agree that with my own statement, it does feel a little exploitative. I don't know. It just feels like.
It feels like they're trying to do something that no one's done before, and I
I
respect
get that too.
Yeah.
I get that too.
Why do you feel it's exploitative?
I just. I don't know.
Like that's a weird. To me, nothing about watching that was like, oh, they're really taking.
Sorry, the pinatas
piss
threw
out
me
of-
through a loop.
Yeah, the
Those- I
pinatas
think-
was weird.
I think
That's
the
so weird.
pinatas.
It's so weird.
I think the
don't know.
pinatas, you have a valid point, right? Like it seems
Like when you hit one, does it go? Ay ay ay? You're like, what's like?
Jesus,
that's
Christ.
too far. That right there is the too far. No, I
That's
feel
too
like
far.
the symbolism of it is campy. It's not cool, right? Like it's I don't know. It's super cliche-ish of them to use pinatas.
Right.
I think that's stupid as a whole. I don't know how to I don't know. Pinatas don't represent their culture like that. So like,
If you depending on how good you do in that race, do they rate you on a scale of sombreros?
I mean, right? I mean, that's where I see
That's
what
what it
he's
feels
saying.
like.
I see what he's saying, Caleb. I understand why you're rolling your eyes, but I see what they're doing this over like symbolism of Mexico, and it's super and weird, right? Like if it was like, okay, we're gonna do it in a black neighborhood, or we're gonna have like typical things in the streets to run through over. Like if it was like
Collect your boom boxes.
yeah, like smash the watermelons, dude. I'm telling you, that's on par with pinatas, dude. Right? It's a stereotypical thing.
But anyway, to my opinion on this matter. So the first Forza game was in Colorado.
Woo!
This-
Yay!
Was it
But
really?
that's United States, motherfucker.
It's Colorado.
But it's
That's a real good driving
you
state.
think it's dude? That's a fucking incredible driving
Dude,
state.
I
You've
feel
been
like-
to Colorado?
I feel like there's two things to mention here. One, well, okay, all right, three, because yes, the roads are fucking immaculate and beautiful. Okay, that's one. Two, if Horizon is about beautiful countryside, then Mexico lands it, right?
Yeah, dude.
If that's what Horizon's about.
100%.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
If it's about car culture, neither Mexico or Colorado land it. So
neither does fucking Scotland. Neither does fucking Australia.
Hold on.
Neither does
That-
fucking South France. Those are all the other games,
no, Scotland was a portion of the map. That was the UK map.
dude. You go to Edinburgh Castle.
I understand. That's a portion of the map. The rest of it's the rest of the UK.
Nothing else is. There's no other cities representative of anything, and all the cities are named after Scottish cities. It's
Okay, well, that's
Scotland.
still in the UK.
It's Scotland.
Okay. It's
So
still
if we're
in the
talking about car cities, Forza Horizon hasn't done a car city once.
It did Australia though, didn't it? Didn't it do like a miniature version of Australia?
What about
And,
Australia as a car city?
Ryan, read the list again.
Car town.
I didn't look up.
It's South France and Northern Italy that was in 4. Australia that was
no.
in 3.
South France and
vice
Northern
versa.
Italy was in Horizon 2.
Okay.
Horizon 3 was Australia. And then 4 was based in Great Britain.
Yeah. So it's kind of following the car hotspot list. So to Tech's point, yes, maybe they're doing something different. Great. Doesn't quite bother me. It does suck that Japan gets the fucking chopping block again. Another one of our favorite franchises. So I don't know what's going on there, but
I mean, they've had expansion packs for what's the mountains in Japan? Was that Fuji?
Fuji's
Right?
Yeah.
the big one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've had multiple expansions in the motorsports and the Forza Motorsports games for drifting alone.
Mhm.
Plus, they created the expansion in Forza Horizon 4, which is basically Mount Fuji. They created a map that is basically Mount Fuji, is a mountain that you drift up and down. Like that's it. But it's all dirt instead of actually like paved roads like they have
you
in
could
Japan.
say every single Forza game has been focused on one of the greatest all of one of the major car cultures on that list.
Yeah.
So
But they also had to add. Didn't they have to add Mitsubishi cars for like the first time to Horizon? Like
They had to
6
do
or
it
7
Porsche
months.
also.
hey, Ryan, it might not
Sure.
be able to.
They might not be
Dude,
able to do
It might
Japan.
not be allowed. They might not be
Then
allowed.
they need to tell us. And you'd be like, "Hey guys, we wanted Japan. They wouldn't let us do it, so here's Mexico." No, okay.
I also remember, wasn't there like some like fake leaked art that Horizon 5 is going to be Japan?
I think it was
Yeah.
custom made stuff, like fan art.
Yeah.
But
So that
There's-
that might
there's
have gotten
nothing-
you
there's- yeah,
that might have gotten you a little too pumped.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does, but maybe like it's a good point. Maybe you're not allowed. Maybe they can't. Maybe they don't have the right permissions and licenses, and maybe they don't have enough of the Japanese manufacturers on board, or maybe the government doesn't want Turn 10 to make a game there. Maybe they've got
Maybe they don't want a game. Maybe they don't want a game made there, so their population doesn't think that they should drive around their city like fucking maniacs.
Yeah,
'Cause
maybe
that's
they
the
already have
thing
a
that also
driving problem
happens.
for sure.
They do. They do
Yeah.
have a driving problem. 100%.
Did that happen anywhere else?
I mean, there are cities that we haven't had these games set in.
Even if
I
they did-
imagine we haven't had a game set in Dubai because the Dubai government's like, fucking don't.
Yeah.
Because they had people fucking in Lamborghinis rob a mall one day. Because it's fucking Fast and Furious over there.
Maybe Gran Turismo's got the government in their side. You know, with Sony being a Japanese company. Maybe Gran Turismo holds exclusive rights to anything.
Forza Motorsport does courses in Japan, but they're professional closed courses.
Right.
Gran Turismo, professional.
Those are
closed
probably
courses.
privately owned too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a big open world driving game in Japan may not be something that the Japanese
Yeah, it might not be
government wants to
possible.
allow
Interesting.
happen.
Hadn't thought of that till now. Anyway, that being said, I'm sure it's going to be fucking great. I am disappointed you can't get out of your car still, but that's me coming up with my own arguments because like they never promised that. So,
Right.
but we do feel like we don't really get to enjoy the festival, which is supposed to be the big part of Forza Horizons is the music festival. It's like getting out of your car and like enjoying a music festival would be kind of cool.
What are you
but-
trying? You trying to go to the EDC? Like, what are you trying to do here?
Yeah, wouldn't that be neat?
No.
But like, you ever been to a car show? Everybody gets out of their car.
I mean, that's real life, though.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that would translate to like that's a whole different game. It seems
But they
like
do it
that'd
in
be a
Gran
lot.
Turismo. They modded Gran Turismo so that you can open your hood, park in a row, and walk around people's cars in Gran Turismo. So if Gran Turismo can do it, obviously there's a require and desire for it in gaming. So game based around like EDM and car culture and a car festival based on cars. Yeah, let me get out of my car.
I mean,
and
maybe
you design your own avatar. Like
maybe. Well, first of all, if you're black, you didn't get that much choice.
no,
But maybe, maybe they, if they got big enough on some money shit to be on some Fortnite level shit, they could do something like that. But maybe it's not possible, like with the budget restrictions and how many licenses they have to give out because they have to give each car company a cut of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just like sell car skins and shit from companies and not have to pay. So maybe if it was big enough, right, they could do some like Travis Scott Fortnite type shit. I just don't think that's ever going to be possible with a Forza game.
that'd be cool though.
Oh, it would be cool as shit. Maybe.
So let me get out of my car, man. It's a car festival. What the hell?
Yeah, maybe that's the future of video games. Like, cause like what Fortnite did, I'm not gonna keep referencing that because that's the closest thing that I know of like an actual legitimate festival experience in a video game. You know, that was definitely ahead of its time. Maybe in the future that would be a thing, added feature or added DLC or something like that, like actual events.
That point aside, like having an actual like name person at the festival, that's one thing. They already spent a good amount of money on putting licensed tracks in these games.
I mean, it's not impossible. 2K does it all. The NBA 2K does it all the time. Like they'll do like Snoop Dogg hosts this basketball tournament, and it'll legitimately be a video game basketball tournament. Snoop Dogg is live. He's there. He's talking. I'm like, it's like it's not impossible. It's very possible. Now, is it something that they want to do? I'm not sure.
Is there a game you guys wanted to see that didn't pop up?
I wanted to see more Roller Champions. Ubisoft's been making that game for like 3 years and it's still not out. Probably making it for longer than that. But they've been like talking about it and showing it for years. And they didn't show it at all. We're getting another Ubisoft Direct in July, so like maybe we'll see more stuff. I don't know.
I've been excited about Roller Champions since I saw it.
I'm starting to lose that excitement because like
for sure.
Knockout City. Knockout City comes out and goes, hey, look, it's the same kind of style, but it's out. and it's fun.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like there wasn't a lot of news. There's, like I said, there's basically a big indie show over the last 5 days.
Mhm.
Lots of cool independent stuff. Lots of stuff I've never heard of before. But I'm getting a little, and this comes with like watching too many trailers all back to back, spending too much time obsessing about this stuff. But you know, when you sit and wait for something big, and you don't really get it, you get sort of fatigued, and I kind of want to like stop paying attention and just let the news come to me.
Well, I think
than like sitting there tapping my fingers, going like, "Come on, come on."
I think a lot of your complaint comes from the fact that it's 2021 and 2020 was such a weird year.
Sure.
So like everything, like all forms of media is kind of like we're in the this happened during the pandemic.
Yeah.
No shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
You're
certain
still-
TV shows, movies, and I think video games is the same thing because it didn't feel like the same E3 that I've been seeing over the years, where it was like super excitement. I mean, you know, like super like, what's this? Oh shit! You know, it sounds like more like it felt like a recap of last year's almost with a few additions.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine next year's E3 is going to be when things are more fully back to normal and we're going to see a lot of stuff. This year was like, we showed you some stuff last year that we planned to come out last year and they didn't.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you that stuff again this year because it's coming out this year. Which, yeah. Also, like, it wasn't in person again.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of companies that are like, we could do another one if we, you know. So there's going to be more events from here till, you know, fall. We were getting an Annapurna show in July. We're getting the EA show, the EA Play show that normally starts E3. We're not getting till July 22nd. So we're going to see more Battlefield there. We're going to see a bunch of other EA stuff there. I just think studios aren't quite ready yet. They're not even fully back in the offices yet.
Yep.
So we're just kind of on the back end of this weird tail slide that most entertainment industries have been going through.
And I feel like we're maybe set up for another year of that. Honestly, like 2022 may not be that much different, and 2023 would be like the year where like, okay, we're full force back to normal.
Sure.
It's just not, you know, shit's just now getting back to normal. So, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know, you get what I'm saying, right? Like we're still in the phase of getting it back to normal, as close to normal as possible.
And that's just the United States. Like Japan, India, the UK, they're still kind of fucked right now. So
Australia
like,
is still in complete lockdown.
yeah.
Like Kim's friend can't leave.
You know what's crazy? I know this is like we're not on topic anymore, but like just being in Mexico last 2 weeks ago, it's so much different. Like there's so much strict, and like like you can't walk anywhere, and like you can walk outside, but like as soon as you hit a door, you're just like, where's your mask? And like coming back home, it's just like I'm the only motherfucker with a mask on. It's the weirdest fucking thing ever, dude. Like, how fast did everyone forget that like you should be wearing a mask just because? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So like other countries are taking it way more serious than we are, which is on par with the brand.
That sounds about right. So say whatever you want about Sea of Thieves, whether you like it or not.
You mean
That's
Pirates of the Caribbean?
That's a huge fucking reveal.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work to be done over COVID.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. So I was watching a breakdown today. There's a whole new map. Once you go through that portal, you've got a whole new world to explore.
That's awesome.
And there's a lot of...
Is it campaign related only, or like an actual open world?
No, there's more open
world.
world stuff. So remember that big statue that came out of the water?
Nope.
Okay, so there used to be these things called mermaid statues. You blew them up, you get a gem, you turn the gem in for money. So now these big, giant, fucking 100-foot tall ones come out of the water, and you can destroy those now. But I think you're gonna get attacked by mermaids now. That's a new
like
thing.
these giant like crustacean soldiers climb up onto your boat and fight you on your boat.
Yeah. So NPCs can climb on your boat now and fight you. So that's new. Also, so like the trailer broke down, like Jack Sparrow will be on your ship with you.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. Like he's at the front with a spyglass.
And you've got his first mate, and you've got Calypso, and you've got Davy Jones, and you get to see the fucking Kraken's face.
So
the
Davy Jones is what turns the mermaids against you, by the way.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Looks great, man. So like there's some interesting trailers, a lot of status quo, but then Sea of Thieves drops this big fucking bomb. It's really cool, man. Really neat. Really excited to try that next Wednesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday,
we were talking about Sea of Thieves on my stream earlier this morning, and people were like super excited and talking about how fun that game is. So like, Sea of Thieves gets a lot of love out here.
Yep.
We were talking the biggest shit about Sea of Thieves
We really were.
while we were grilling food about our like bad experiences and stuff, and then all of a sudden that hit. We're like, so we playing
So,
that like right now?
Yeah. Gotta love it and hate
So
it.
even though this summer of games is an answer to COVID, do you think post COVID this is going to be the best version of E3, or do you want it to get back to the way it was with? I don't think it's going to go back to a big show floor. I think that's probably done.
No, I think it will, dude. Like I'm watching this Game 6 of the NBA playoffs right now, and it's wall to wall, everyone there. Like people are dying to get back to that, and it's happening in sports, and it's going to happen in conventions as well.
It should open E3 to the public.
It's been
but
open to the public for like 4 years.
But watching a sport compared to watching a convention is it needed? Like watching a sport, you got to be there. Like you don't have to, but for most people, you got to be there. But
No, check out, like, go watch somebody walking through an E3 show floor. It's like a crazy fucking psycho circus. Like,
But like
It's a
for
lot
everybody
going on.
sitting in this call right now, none of us have been there recently. I only say recently because Ben, you have been there before. But like
I've been like 3 times, but it was a long time ago.
nothing about E3 changed for any of us except the titles that were there. And like the big thing that I'm encountering is like I got press credentials this year to E3, which any other year but this year and last year would have meant like I was going to be on a plane to LA, walking around that floor and interacting with people. That's the thing that's missed. And I think it's something that is kind of behind the scenes for everybody else that's like watching, is that the big thing missing from E3 is that like E3 used to be a place where indie studios could show a thing and get like a publisher interested at the show and then like make enough money to continue to make their game.
That's true.
Or you could network with people and like get a job at a studio because you were at another studio visiting and were going to leave that studio because your contract was ending, and you communicated because you're in the same place with this other studio.
Yeah, it's
I think the big
it's an
thing that's
industry
missing,
event.
the big thing that's missing from E3 is that the industry is not able to sit around and clink glasses together. I don't think that the sit at home watch E3 environments changed. I just think COVID makes this year feel like E3's not the same because people aren't there. But the reality is that E3 is not the same because last year development came to a fucking standstill for 6 months.
I think it's going to get back to normal. I think it's just a matter of time. People need that interaction. All the conventions are going to come back. People are missing everything conference related. Like no lie. Yeah. Like they're missing the peers. They're
Can't
missing
wait for
their
Comic-Con
friends.
next year.
Dude, Comic-Con next year is going to be lit as fuck, dude.
Cannot wait.
I'm doing crack. Like I'm going in. I'm joking. Okay, sorry.
You're joking until you're not.
I don't have San Diego.
You know what?
San Diego plans.
You know what would be amazing? If
What would be
Sarge
Tell
goes
us.
with us to Comic-Con.
Yeah, don't have another baby. Then.
Uh-oh.
Don't have another baby then.
sorry, honey, we can't do it.
Step up to pull
No,
out.
it's not, yeah.
Perfect the pull out. I'm sorry.
Full game on point.
All right, so here's a list of the
PGOP.
games. All right, so since we're kind of approaching an hour ish, here's a list of everything that was announced. Anybody want to like just scroll down real quick and pick out a few of the things that jumped out at you? Because
Is this the games of 2021? Is that the place where that? It seems like this is a very small list and it's in alphabetical order. So I feel like I'm missing something in this list.
Oh, he shared another.
I just
list
posted it.
but it's in the Discord, so you might not. Be able
Oh
to
yeah,
see it.
I can't pull it up.
You got to start
Wait.
popping out your video window, my dude, so you
Wait.
have your chat to the
The
side.
carrier pigeon. How do I get this? How do I get this to you?
How do you pop out the video?
Pull your phone up.
If you
Yeah,
minimize
he's
it,
right. He's right. I'll just do that.
yeah, it's on your phone. Get your phone out.
Oh yeah, and thank you, Ben. I just got the.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'll use that. That's even better.
I would be excited for Metal Slug Tactics because I love strategy games and Metal Slug is the shit. But that company's owned by the dude who had a reporter cut to pieces in Saudi Arabia. That sucks.
Yeah.
Not,
He's
Remember
don't
that
want to.
story?
Yeah, remember that story on CNN
Yeah.
and shit?
Yeah.
That guy owns SNK now.
damn
So yeah, that sucks.
fucking weird.
Yeah, real weird.
How about? I feel like we should be talking about Avatar.
Why? Why do you feel that? Why do you feel like that?
It's the second best-selling movie of all time, and now it's
So
got a game.
what? Like,
It's got
you know,
I've
it's
never
gonna
seen
be,
it.
You know, it's gonna be trash.
actually it's best-selling again because they reopened in China and beat Endgame again. So
Yeah, which is bullshit.
it's pretty bullshit.
I mean, Endgame
Um,
would just do that too and beat it again too.
You know what?
For me, the two biggest things that I didn't expect were two side-scroller games. One called Replaced and one called Road to Yohi or something like that. It's this Kurosawa
Yeah.
black and white stuff. It looks fucking incredible. Like if you watch that from across the room, it looks like a movie. It's great. It looks awesome.
Road to
Those are
Yomi or
great.
something like that.
That was Road to Yomi or something. No, yeah. Anyway, those jumped out at me big time. Guardians of the Galaxy, that came out of nowhere, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of
Shredders?
looks all right. It could
Yeah.
it could be bad, but it kind of looks
You-
all right.
you
Shredders looks
Kind of
dope.
looks all right.
You know what got my floopy noobs excited?
Fuck.
Redfall. Redfall
Yeah.
got
Redfall
me
looks good.
super
Looks good.
excited.
Redfall looked like the shit.
Yeah.
A horde game with superpowers.
I think
No,
it-
they said it was the multiplayer immersive game, like the immersive sim genre, like Dishonored and shit. So like you're gonna be traveling an open world with people and like finding
State of Decay?
things. Yeah, but with like more going on in it.
yeah, I'm with this shit.
It's made by Arcane Austin, the guys that did Darksiders. Or not Darksiders, sorry, Dishonored.
So
yeah, it's really
it
interesting.
reminds me of a Left 4 Dead, but with abilities, and that gets me excited in the same way that PUBG got me excited, but Apex won because of the abilities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that extra added, and then like
Hero,
you're gonna like the character. You know what I'm saying? Like it creates actual characters that you resonate with instead of just a dude with a gun that everyone has the same loadout as everyone else. Like that shit gets old after a while. Which is what you get a lot of when you play the Left 4 Dead games or or I even foresee the Back 4 Blood game to be like that, where you have different customizable characters or whatever, but they all do the same shit. I think this is going to add like an individuality to it that I'm going to like a lot.
Heck, did you say they remember? I don't know if you know. There's a little handheld thing called Game & Watch. Have you heard of this?
No.
So it's old. Nintendo's like 70 years old. It used to be a card game. Anyway, but back
They're
when
over 100 years old.
something like that, yeah. But when remember the Tiger handheld games were really shitty black and white handheld games. So they made something called a Game & Watch. It was small, like about this big, about that big, gold and red, very cool. But it just like stupid Tiger games, just really dumb
Yeah.
match games, whatever. But they re-released something that looks exactly like that, but it's got Zelda 1, 2, the Game Boy version.
I think I saw
and,
that on my I did see that because they've
Yeah.
been all the Funko websites or like social medias have been posting about this thing. I just looked it up, Game & Watch. I thought you were saying gaming watch, so like I didn't know.
Sure.
But yeah, the Game & Watch.
Yeah. It looks like it could fit on your keychain. Like it's awesome, but it's got the full ass cop versions of Zelda 1 and 2 on it.
Yeah, as
Really cool.
a Nintendo Switch owner and someone who has played Zelda recently, not that excited for Zelda. Like I feel like it's just as difficult as
It's
it was when
definitely
I
not.
was a fucking kid. Like I just
No, it is.
it's
definitely a
just
little
as
gimmick
sweaty.
thing, Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a little gimmick toy thing.
That's
I definitely
awesome though,
want
dude.
one. Definitely fucking want
I
one.
think it went on sale,
Ironically-
pre-sale. I think that's what all the Funko sites I was looking at were talking about. It's available for pre-sale.
Somewhat ironically, you can go on somebody's website and have like the entire NES catalog built into an NES cartridge into like a Raspberry Pi, and not have to keep. buying.
There's no way they care about emulators at this point, right?
They
like-
do.
They definitely do.
Do they
Nintendo
really?
just like locked a bunch of people up.
Do
Oh
they
yeah,
really?
Nintendo's really shitty about it.
That's horrible.
Nintendo tried to take Soldier Boy to court over his handheld.
Yeah, he was wild with his though. Like
Yeah.
he was going.
I'm
really
pretty
hard.
sure they did, and they won.
And then
Yeah, that
Nintendo
was-
copyright
that was
struck one of my oldest pieces of artwork.
Dude, if I made one right now, Nintendo would take me for like $1 million, something I would never pay back in my life. just to be like, do it again. Like we'll get anybody.
Well,
like
you
okay,
get a cease and desist first, and if you don't
if I
desist,
don't,
But
So
like, but
they-
emulators are so popular still. Like you can go on Craigslist right now and get a fully emulated
Well, it's-
arcade cabinet.
you can't stop pirating. That's all there is to it.
As of June 1st this year, Nintendo successfully sued a ROM emulation website for $2.1 million.
Sweet. Revenue
Jesus.
stream.
That's available right now on Amazon.
That's cool, man. I kind of want it. How much?
Let me look up the.
$700.
I would say 130.
Oh my god, look how small this thing is, dude.
It's really tiny.
Wow.
Really
That
fucking
It
tiny.
doesn't show me anything. It's just
Look
zoomed in picture. You don't
It's
know.
small.
It's small,
It's
dude.
small.
Dude, you can tell
It's
it's,
like
small, you fucking asshole. Like, this is not a big screen TV.
That
Now
could
it's a
be a
big screen
huge.
TV.
That could be a
This is not
huge
a-
piece of wood it's sitting
I
on.
think it's a little bit bigger than a business card.
You'll be sitting on
I
a
wanna-
screen.
y'all
Big
wanna
business
dope-
cards.
Y'all want a dope handheld system? Look up the Playdate. Check out the Playdate. That thing looks fucking amazing, and it comes with like 21 independently developed games specifically for that system that like use its specific like that. Look up the Playdate. That shit looks fucking dope. I
can't-
cannot wait to get my
I
hands.
can't tell my
bears
wife I
mentioning-
want to play date. She'll yell at me.
It bears mentioning that they did mention the new Metroid, but didn't show anything about it. Metroid Prime, whatever. But they did show off a new 2.5D Metroid called Metroid Dread, which is fascinating for a certain amount of people. And they mentioned and showed footage of the new Zelda, the Breath of the Wild sequel. That's a big deal.
That is a big deal. I didn't
Like,
watch. I didn't watch the Nintendo game, Nintendo Direct at all.
I did. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Not for me, but I had clients show up saying, "Oh my god, did you see the Nintendo? Whatever." So like, it's big news for some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Death Trash looks dope. Speaking of indie games, Death Trash looks dope. There's another one called Loot River.
I don't know. What to
It
think
looks
about that.
incredible.
I don't know about yeah.
It's like a
Weird.
moving around puzzle piece dungeon. Yeah, it looks dope. And I also really liked what Halo showed, but I'm the odd man out apparently.
I didn't think the multiplayer was anything special, but the Cortana story bit definitely hit me in the feels. So I'm still excited for whatever they're gonna offer story wise. Plus, yeah, I guess yeah. So we'll see. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
I wish we had I wish we had time to talk about what's coming out the rest of this year. Maybe we'll do that next show
We kind of
Because,
have
like,
time.
because it's only June.
How much
And
time we have? Brad?
there's
We
a
got 15 minutes.
We have 15
Okay.
minutes.
well, pull up that list then, guys. See if there's like I want to know what I'm doing the rest of the year, and there's a lot of games coming out, and a lot of them are going to be fucking free.
Let's talk about the rest of the month, right? Like the big game this month is what? What's the big thing that everyone's talking about this month? Mario Golf. I mean, you guys
Talking
aren't
about June
talking
or
about that,
July?
but that's big.
June or July.
Let's do June and July just for fuck's sake.
All right. All right.
Oh, you know what? I'm looking forward to Dark Alliance. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And
Absolutely.
that's also Wednesday or whatever, Tuesday, Wednesday, same day
Fucking-
as Sea of Thieves.
Among Us on Xbox. I'm about that. Like, I'm ready for you guys to. I'm ready for all of us to get into that.
Yeah.
We should play Winter Project again too.
We won't.
Yeah, right.
What else is here?
Dude, I definitely need to get. Man, I have to get an Xbox Series X and a Switch this year because I gotta have Mario Golf.
Mario Golf looks fucking sick, dude.
There's that mode where you all play at once and you have to actually physically run to your ball. Looks awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
great.
fucking great.
Hey, okay, guys, you guys got to get it, and we can play it.
Yeah.
Like, you guys got to get one.
Yeah.
I'll just get an emulator. Don't worry.
Switch emulator. Apparently Scarlet Nexus is coming out June 25th, which is fucking wild to me. I'm not
But
excited
that's-
about that. I just didn't realize it was coming out that day.
The Death's Door game comes out, as does Last Stop.
Yeah, in
Flight
July.
Sim's coming to Xbox.
The Ascent.
And maybe
is in
if
July
I
as well.
play it with my controller, I won't crash immediately,
Or it's
Yeah.
worse.
or I just go down faster.
Or it's worse.
I'll play the Top Gun update. That actually sounds fun. I
Yeah,
definitely
sure.
want to fly in an F-18 and see how hard it really is. Because
Better have the soundtrack on there.
and then the Ascent, of course, the end of July. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about? I just saw it. I just saw it. 12 minutes. How do you guys feel about that?
Yes.
Yeah, can't fucking wait for 12 minutes.
Is that a yes for you?
Super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. for everybody.
Cannot wait for that game.
Willem
And they
Dafoe,
they
Daisy
added
Ridley.
a bunch of, and fucking James McAvoy. They added a
Crazy.
bunch of good talent.
And raise the.
Omniscient.
What's her name?
Tumnus himself.
Razy Diddley.
Daisy Diddley. Daisy Ridley.
Daisy Ridley didn't sound like herself without a British accent.
Nope, not at all.
I was like, who the fuck is this?
That's what actors do.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. That was too fast. August is Lemnis Gate, that
game looks dope.
turn-based real-time shooter.
Turn-based time
Fucking weird.
travel.
Yeah.
Hades is also in August, and everybody in this party who I've been telling to play Hades for the last fucking year and a half can now play it on Game Pass.
I will.
I won't.
It's fucking incredible. The game's incredible.
You know, I need to. I'll try it.
You will like it.
It
You will
costs
like
too much.
It's free, bitch.
It's free.
Yeah, 12 minutes is August.
Yeah.
Madden.
Lake,
I'm big.
Ryan and I are
Love me some Madden.
Okay,
Ryan and I are between. Yeah, weird.
Patronizing
Ryan
me.
and I are between excited and unsure about Lake, that like postal delivery escape game.
Guys,
That
knock
looks
yourself out with
interesting. I mean, yeah.
It's
Some
free.
people like. Some people. It's gonna be on Game Pass. So fucking.
Wait.
why not?
You literally like deliver
Deliver
mail? Get the fuck out of here.
It's
What's
not
wrong?
only that. It's not only that.
There's
Jesus
actually a
Christ.
story. There's a story to it.
Just deliver packages. Why don't you just
Guess what you're going to be doing a lot of, though? Delivering the mail.
You don't know that.
running from
Hey, don't-
dogs?
What
I
if
was
I
playing
did?
my seed a lot, okay, in Farm Sim, okay? Jesus, leave me alone.
People shit on work. People shit on work games, but everybody has a work game
Nope.
that they would play.
Nope.
They just don't know it yet. Yes, everyone does. I guarantee everybody does.
Nope.
Heck,
You
play
just
a
don't know.
tattoo-
You just haven't found it yet.
You play a tattoo game.
I would not play a tattoo game. That sounds dreadful.
Tattoo my ass.
They pull their pants down. It's this hairy mess. You gotta shave it first. That sounds
Oh my
so
God.
dreadful, dude.
This sounds like the greatest game, dude.
It sounds kind of funny. If you can refuse people and you have autonomy, then I'll do it.
You'll shit on me and Ryan for playing games that make you work but have a story, and you're talking about shaving hairy assholes.
Yeah, I
For
didn't say
fun.
assholes because you're not gonna. Well, you could tattoo an asshole.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
People do.
There it
Your
is.
Fucking brown starfish. Your fucking chili ring. Riders Republic also comes out. Riders Republic also comes out in September. We're excited for
Deathloop.
that.
I looked up.
Deathloop.
While you guys were talking about. I'm sorry. I looked up a trailer for Riders Republic. It looks really good, and I like
Yeah, it looks
Steep, but I think I would like this more than Steep.
Yep. I want to do it's Descenders, Ben, but high fidelity. Remember Descenders, that
I
little
remember
bicycle
Descenders.
downhill game?
Descenders was
Yeah,
fun.
it was a lot of fun. Imagine that, but like looks next gen.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
I don't even
Deathloop is
sold on it. That's
September.
awesome. Yeah, Deathloop.
Deathloop is September. Can't fucking wait for that.
Rainbow Six.
Tech, if you have not seen the trailer for Deathloop, do yourself a favor.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Like, if they released a new one in the last week, I haven't seen it.
No, I don't think it's.
No, not this week.
Okay.
But they did release one like a month and a half ago.
That's the one where you can like kill somebody that's gonna kill somebody else
Yeah.
to save them to be on your side. Yeah.
No, not to be on your side, but you're on an island and have to kill like 8 or 9 people before the day ends, and there's someone hunting you, trying to kill you, and when you die, you start over. And it's about solving the like logic puzzle of getting them in as many similar places to kill them all fast.
I feel like
Can't wait.
I feel like this is the closest game that makes me want to buy a PS5.
It's
You
coming
know,
out on PC, my dude.
I know, I see it, but but still,
It would be for me as well. But it's gonna be on PC.
Yeah.
Rainbow
Sable,
Rainbow Six
Sable.
Extraction looks good.
Rainbow Six
the
Extraction.
Sable
does look
demo
good.
didn't win me over as much as like I've been watching. I've been excited. So I played the demo. It's okay. I'm still looking forward to it, but demo lost me a little bit. That's sad to say.
Yeah. Sarge brought up Hot Wheels Unleashed in the pre-show. Him and I are both kind of like, maybe?
Damn,
Maybe.
September's the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, Far Cry 6 in October. Can't wait.
Back for Blood.
in October. Can't wait.
Battlefield. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm not buying Guardians of the Galaxy until January when it goes on sale.
I won't buy it just because it's not multiplayer. So
That's also but it's
Probably
interesting
won't come out
that
till
they
next year anyway.
No, they played so much fucking gameplay at the show that
Yeah.
if that game gets delayed, it's a tragedy. Something has happened.
Okay. Then we got
Mario Party Superstars. You lose your friends in a fun game.
it's worse than Monopoly.
Forza is November.
Yep.
And according to this list, that's fucking it. Shin Megami Tensei is a long running series.
GTA 5 is getting its next gen update in September or in November. Sorry.
Interesting.
They're not putting out a new game ever. They're just gonna keep
They're working
prolonging
on it.
GTA 5.
They're working on it.
I want
in
a
December-
future GTA. I want a future sci-fi GTA. For
No, you
fuck's
don't.
sake.
Just play Cyberpunk, bro.
It's not as good as GTA.
No, it's not. But
Okay, so
just play Cyberpunk.
I want somebody to do Cyberpunk right.
And then December is really only Dying Light, but
That we
game
know
looks
of.
fucking sick.
There's no way that nothing's come out in December, right? This
No,
is just a
there would be
Yeah, we don't. Halo will come out like
Halo's not
2
on
weeks,
this list as well. Yeah,
2 weeks
Good
before
point.
Christmas or something.
probably November 9th, right? That's
yeah.
their day. And there's a big old list below of things that don't have release dates yet. So
Yeah, huge.
yeah.
Oh, we'll
yeah,
get
Jet,
we'll get the Destiny expansion for sure. in,
Jet,
like,
the Far
October.
Shore, Play Dead's latest game. Probably not this year. There's a lot of stuff coming. Hellblade 2.
Oh, fun fact, Ben. That game by Jump Ship, the one that looks like it's made by Playdead.
yeah.
The founder of Jump Ship was one of the original founders of Playdead, who left to make his own thing.
So when's
okay.
Sifu coming out?
Soon
It says 2021. So everything on this
Yeah.
list below says 2021, but doesn't have a month yet. There's a lot of shit
Most
down
of it.
here.
Yeah.
Dude, State of Decay 3 is on this list.
Yeah, that's not coming out until 2022 at least.
What the fuck is Star Wars Hunters?
No,
It's a Switch game.
okay.
I see that, but
I
I
know.
just
Oh, liar.
Suddenly not excited anymore. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that is in the ether right now being finished or being
It's a-
worked on.
a game called The Last Friend.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible.
Story of my life.
Also, a game called Martha is Dead.
Martha!
That sounds less terrible.
The Gunk. We saw that last year.
Yeah.
It looked really cool, and that's not gotten the date yet. Yeah, there's a bunch of
Oh,
stuff that's being
lawn
made
mowing.
right now.
Lawn mowing simulator.
There you go, guy. There you go, Sarge.
Dude, I'm doing it in real life. What the fuck? Ain't no reason for that shit. I
Also,
only
we're
do the
getting-
jobs that I don't do in real life.
Yeah. Also, we're getting Dark Tide like soon
Oh, yeah. Why is that on the list?
because
Weird.
that doesn't have a date yet.
Here it is.
But they said summer. So
TikTok, motherfuckers.
So
Why is Cyberpunk on this list? Am I missing something?
that's probably going to actually come out on Series X, S, and PS5 because right
Okay.
now it's a last gen game.
They should stop that.
Ultimate Rivals, the court looks really fucking good. It's basically NBA GM.
Nice.
Remember when we downloaded that one game that we also thought would be that?
Yes,
also,
but this
Ryan, Ultimate Rivals the Court's an iOS game. You gonna play that shit?
Does anybody remember Arch Rivals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Arch
real well.
Rivals.
It was a Nintendo NES game. And it was just basically like it was basketball, but you can like
Yeah.
fight each other. Like it was
Yeah,
at the time it was quite awesome, but now it's probably
NFL
ridiculous.
Blitz, but basketball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dope. All right. I don't hate that.
I don't think any basketball game like that would work though. I don't think this is gonna work. I'm just looking at Ultimate Rivals. I don't think it's gonna work.
Dude, Street Ball or NBA Street, sorry, and 2 are two perfect games that literally can't be redone.
Well, it's also because
Like, you
it
can
was
make
the
that
actual
same-
NBA players, and it had a lot of
Yeah.
customization, and it was
Yeah.
it was fun, and you had like they introduced legends, and like it was fun. But like these, like the games where you have like 3 players, 3-on-3, and it's just like you don't know any of these people, and it's just kind of quirky, goofy basketball. I don't think that resonates with fans who like basketball. Like not like they think it is.
I have to mention Solar Ash,
Mm-hmm.
seeing as Hyperlight Drifters. I love that game so much.
Yeah, Heart Machine games.
Yeah,
Or Machine Heart. Something like that.
Heart Machine. Which is right up my alley.
Speaking of alleys, let's wrap it up.
drugs.
What does that have to do with alleys?
Nothing at all. Nothing
alleys.
at
Okay.
all, dude.
Let's kill someone's
If
parents.
you're in an alley, you better wrap it up, dude.
Speaking of killing Martha,
Yeah.
Yo, Ryan, get the fuck out of here. Ryan, I'm the only one that heard his joke. Don't repeat it. You can
Please
listen
repeat
to it when you're listening to the podcast. He said if you're doing it in an alley, you better wrap it up.
Nice.
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 I had a joke that I was gonna say that was so offensive I can't say it, dude. Like in my head, it just popped up immediately. So let's just move on. What are we working
You
on?
know, when people, one of my pet peeves is when people
People
are
do
like,
that.
I just thought of a thing that's really funny, but I can't say it. And I'm like, why did you share that part?
It's a thing.
Tech went to call me a name one time, and he said it. I was like, all right, my turn. And he got so scared that I was just going to say something super racist.
Oh, that did.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't ruin a friendship.
Wait, friendship. What do you guys work?
Oh, I'm about to say it now. No,
I'm just joking.
Oh,
Sketch Sawyer, what are you working on?
I'm working on a game with Caleb,
Yay.
and I'm making animated GIFs for my racing game, and I'm kind of in heaven right now.
You know, there's a big
Although I'm
market.
very
For,
fucking tired right now.
oh yeah,
So tired.
there's gonna be a
Big
big
market for
market
what?
for animated emotes. It's a new thing that Twitch rolled out.
I saw that. Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
Twitch is gonna have emotes like Fortnite?
Animated emotes. Yeah, animated
Alright.
like yeah, the thing now.
All right.
But yeah.
Cool.
So is there any
I
sleep
guess.
on your horizon, Ben? I know you're working both ends of the candlestick.
I'm gonna try to relax for a couple hours, get some sleep. For somebody at A1 up here, whatever slot you are on the stream. Where are you on the stream? Top left, top bottom right?
Where's
Caleb.
who in the stream, Ben?
You.
I'm top right.
You stop right.
Top right. All right. So B A2. When A2 comes over to my house in 11 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta get up early and then I don't have a busy day tomorrow, but I got enough to warrant getting some real sleep. So
Chia.
Cheer. Lub wub.
what I hope to accomplish
Oh man.
in the next 2 weeks is to install Blender and start 3D modeling again.
You know what?
Yeah.
I every time I try, I don't have the proper tools for that. I feel like
Yeah.
I need like a pen and a new Wacom.
They also have mice specifically for modeling that lets you
Yeah.
like rotate the world in a really neat way.
Yeah.
So you have like a mouse and a ball, and you're like rotating the thing and sculpting. It's really neat.
It's just such a
Dude,
skill.
just-
3D
Go
sculpting
stop
is such
more
a skill.
pops there, Tech. You'll make enough to buy stuff.
Dude. Yeah, I need to
True.
stop with the pops.
True.
I'm so far in. I'm so deep. Love what are you working on?
I just did a ton of shit. So
Yeah, you did.
I did like on Friday last week I had 7 interviews with indie game studios, not like being interviewed by them, but interviewing them and like getting early code to play their stuff that I had to hold on to until Tuesday because they had to be, announced first. So those are all up on the YouTube channel. I went over of what I could share. Koromon, which is like a monster hunter or a monster tamer, similar to Pokemon, but with a heavier influence on story and like dungeon puzzles, which feels very Indiana Jonesy, Tomb Raidery, which is cool. Monster Outbreak, which is Stardew Valley, but if you were fighting waves of monsters all the time and building defenses,
Okay.
minus farming, but more just killing shit, but in like a pixelated style with a lot of moving parts. And then Ruin Raiders, which is XCOM, but like with the floor lowered, so it's easier to get into and people can like run with it right away, but has anthropomorphized animals as your soldiers, which is kind of cool. And it's like a dungeon crawler that's roguelite. So when you die, you start the fuck over, which is also really cool. Sorry, there's only a couple more. Anuchard, which is like a city rebuilder. It looks like Hades light a little bit, where you're like going and getting spirits and bringing them back and rebuilding a town after it's been like ravaged by monsters. And then one of my favorites was Sands of Aura, which is like a Dark Souls-y take on like the isometric dungeon crawler. That studio was just really cool to interact with. They were really cool and like laid back and probably punchy because it was my last interview for the day after like 8 hours of talking to people. And I assume for them 2 days worth of 8 hours of talking to people. So all those videos are up on YouTube. It has me doing an introduction, shows gameplay while they're talking while we are talking as a group. And then also I've turned all those into podcasts. One came out this afternoon, one comes out tomorrow morning, and the last one comes out Saturday morning.
Sweet.
And then I have 6 other games that I have to get to and make shit about before I run out of energy. So I've got Toem, which was a game showed off at Summer Game Fest or Day of the Devs. It's like a black and white photography, like.
Oh, you've got that? Nice.
Yeah, I've got Toem. I've got Overboard, which is a game made in Inkle about who done it, but you're the one who did it, and you have to get off the boat before they realize you did it. So you have to survive 8 hours. And a couple other ones that I have to wait to talk about.
Sweet.
So, yeah, my next couple of weeks is working on world building with Ben and the other guys at the game studio. We're trying to kick into gear. And then this.
Nice. Good to have stuff to do.
Hooray.
That's awesome, man. Sounds
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Real.
Oh.
I'm calling you that for the rest of your life.
My new gamer tag. It's getting changed tonight. I don't even know how you spell that.
Sounds like we're
So,
listening to Doppler.
I don't have much going on other than trying to start my own I guess business outside of video game and quitting my job and stop listening to other people and doing what they tell me to do because I'm about tired of that shit. I don't want to be
Sure.
I don't want to be forever years old and be like, I should have did this 40 years ago, so I'm going to do that shit now. Because I'm going to make my own hours. I'm going to work 8 to 5, weekends off, and enjoy time with my family before
Fuck yeah.
I regret it. So that is my plan. And my goal for the next 2 weeks is to gain 6 clients.
You know what? That reminds me of a quote that a businessman had after he retired. He said, all the times that I had to go to meetings, I remember missing my family, and I remember missing events, and I remember missing like important dates, but I can't remember what that meeting was about.
Sure.
Yep.
Ugh, gross.
Right?
Yeah, it's fucking terrible, man. Like,
Yeah.
my job's not hard. I'm just stressed all the fucking time. Of like of all the departments at my store, I'm literally, and all the other managers in my department are literally stressed out because we don't know what's showing up. We don't know how hard we're gonna have to continue to work to leave on time. And I'm just not doing it. I can't do it anymore. It's already taking a toll, and I've got a young one that's learning fast, and I don't want to miss that shit. So
For sure.
Yeah, I think you're making the right move, my friend.
Hey, man.
Yep.
We're all behind you.
Fucking do it.
Yeah.
Or in front of you. I don't know.
Or inside of you.
Yeah.
In your heart. That's what I
Promise.
You're-
Yeah,
I'm literally
right.
neither of any of those, so. But I got your back, doggy.
Text like, I'm good out here.
I'm good over here, dude. Text me if you need me. I'm not even going to be inside you. All right, so my turn. Yay.
Yeah, tech.
What I got going on? Okay, business is insane. Graphic business is insane. Like, I'm literally sitting on like 7 orders right now that need to be done.
Amazing.
And there's been more. Like, I got knocked down a bunch today, so like
She'll
business
get up
is
again.
insane. Yeah. I turned 40
I'll
next
never keep
week.
you down.
I turned 40 next week, so that's a
Yeah.
big thing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, next
Damn.
week from Sunday, I turn 40, and I'll be in New Orleans to celebrate it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You didn't
so
invite us?
going.
Nice.
Say what now?
You didn't invite us?
No, I didn't, because you guys aren't really the traveling bunch. Like I don't.
What?
You might be, but you have kids.
Ryan travels
Like,
constantly.
yeah, like I don't know. I wanted
I'm
to,
going to
but
Kansas City next week.
I didn't think you guys would be down to go, because I would have definitely invited you guys. But
We'll get there. We'll get there. We're trying to get our shit together. We'll get there.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. My solo podcast is, I'm on episode 3. I'm recording episode 3 tomorrow, and the feedback has been outstanding from like people I know, strangers. YouTube views are like doubled what I normally get.
Oh,
The actual like subscription, like the podcast numbers are like a lot more than I thought. People are messaging me like, "Hey, you got to keep this going. Like, you got to keep doing this. This is great." So like, I'm
Awesome,
really
man.
excited about that. which is like, you know, it's kind of intimidating task to do a podcast by yourself, but like people actually like giving me super positive feedback, and not just people I know, but like people I don't know giving me positive feedback. So that's exciting. That's about it. You know, I'm trying to find. I'm in like a music block right now, which happens. So like creatively, I'm not making a lot of music. So I need to break out of that. But that's a normal process. I've been doing it long enough. I've been doing it since like 1997. So like I know that, you know, sometimes when music blocks happen, you just kind of let them run its course.
Yeah.
And then like when you sit down and create it, it'll be great, you know, but you don't force it. I'm not going to sit down and force myself to do it. I'm going to let it speak to me when it's ready. Yeah. And I'm being a dick because I have so much music already done. I need to put it out. So I'll get that together, but that's a whole different, like when you make music, it's just a different kind of monster that's sitting on your back about it. But that's pretty much it. The graphics good. Podcast is good. I'm excited about that. 40 next week, New Orleans. I'm excited about that. I got a list of places that I'm going to go that's like super detailed. I have websites and addresses.
That's awesome. How long are you going to be there?
Oh, man, it's going to be a long trip. Thursday to Monday.
Nice.
So Sarah's coming in from LA. Melanie's going with us. Nate and Aisha's going.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's just going to be real proper. Wow. We got there's a villa Airbnb that's in French Quarters that my wife rented out 4 out of the 5 villas. And it has like a pool. It has like this like big like chessboard, like life-size chessboard thing. Like it's like this like playhouse type thing. Wow. In the French Quarter. And she dropped some big coins on it. It was either like the conversations was like, where do you want to go? I wanted to go to Japan, but you know, that's just a little bit much right now. And like, you literally have to stay like 2 weeks in quarantine. So we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So this is, you know, I thought this is like my favorite city in America anyway. So I'm super excited.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I guess we'll podcast when you get back.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we're off next week anyway. We do every other week anyway. So It should be right on time. I should be sober by the next podcast episode.
Let's hope. Actually, fuck it. I don't hope you're sober. I hope you get absolutely wasted for weeks.
Oh, so you know, I'm not gonna lie, because like I'm already in mental birthday mode, and I think it's because I just like got off of one vacation and then going on kind of another one. So like I have a hard time focusing right now. Like my mind is just in the clouds. So
sure, you're ready to go.
I'm ready to fucking kick it already. So
yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's awesome.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah.
Well, good show.
Nerdy Bits, episode 20, everything E3. I enjoyed it. It reminded me of the old podcast where we're just talking about video games the whole time. I loved it.
Yeah, we definitely need to inject that more frequently.
Yeah,
we intended to. We just didn't find a way into it. And it's been sort of a weird time for that. So good news. In a month, we'll have the Warframe convention, and we can talk about that.
Oh my god!
Oh boy!
Oh
my! I know.
So exciting, dude. Yeah. I love how that changed the entire screen for everybody. Like,
I realized after I did it, like, oh no, that's gonna change everything.
That's absolutely fine.
It's all fucked up.
It's all fucked up now.
All right, then, everybody.
All right, so hey guys, I just want to say this. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for checking us out. If you like the podcast, please subscribe. If you haven't already, please hit that like button if you see this on YouTube, and also follow all of us on our social media handles, which are on the YouTube screen at Sketch Sawyer, at Lubwub, at Sergeant Sodium, at Tech Supreme. And we will see you guys on the next episode.
Goodbye.
Peace. Bye.